Goblin. Are you ready to yap?
Hey Goops, it's Goblin. Today we have someone who puts on an author every Wednesday. She coined the term dummy reader. She shows up authentically in every single post, and I met her one time in a dream. Today we have Amanda from Amanda's Book Club. Hi!
Hi,
I'm so happy you're here.
I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course, anytime. Okay, just because I feel like everybody's gonna ask, I have to mention that I met you one time in a dream. So this
hmm
is how we actually started being friends
hmm
because I don't know boundaries. Um, so one time I had a dream about you, and we were both in a book club,
hmm
and everybody in the book club really liked this book. I don't remember what book it was, so I have no tea to share. But everybody in the book club loved the book except us. We hated the book and we just shit on it the entire time. And it was a really fun dream. And then I woke up and I was like, I've never spoken to this girl in my entire life. Like my subconscious is like, you have to be friends.
No,
And
I
then
love that.
yeah, and then I DM'd you that story, and thankfully you didn't go, this girl's crazy.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about it, and I was like, "Yeah, this actually could have went like if I was normal, this could have went like really bad." Like, I was
If I was
like,
normal.
"What do you mean you don't know me? You were dreaming?" But like, I was just like, "Oh, like cool. What happened?" Like, and then when
And that's
you were a part of a book club, I said, "Oh yeah, it's a dream," because I'm such a mood reader. Book club, I tried, I can't do it. I don't think, but.
yeah. I will never join a book club. I can't. I can't do it. The only way I will is if I start one and then I
Exactly.
get to choose.
Literally. Literally.
I'll choose what everybody else reads, but nobody's gonna tell me what to read.
That's hilarious.
Oh, I love it. So, I would love to get started if you could tell us kind of your content creator journey, because I know that you have been doing this for a lot longer than just Bookstagram. So, I would love to hear.
Okay, so let me see what's in my brain. Okay, like I started off like I have a main page on TikTok. I do have a main page on Instagram, but I don't really use it. I started in 2020, like most people who do like content creation. And it was just like obviously, it was COVID, everybody was in the house, and I was like, what is like I had a friend before it was like, join TikTok, join TikTok. And I was like, what is this thing? I got on it, and then people were like, FYP, FYP. And at the time I didn't know what that meant. So I was like, what are they calling me? And I was like, whatever. So then I went back to it, and then like I started just making kind of videos about like the plus size experience and things like that, and like what not to say, and like don't tell a girl that she's like if she says she's so fat, don't say no, you're beautiful, like kind of things like that, like the general. And then like I don't know, it just started like snowballing and like growing from there. And then I gained like a lot of followers, which was cool, but it also came with like its own, drama and problem and issues. And then so I was on that for like a couple years, and I was like, like I had no idea Book Talk even existed. And I was like, oh, like this is a place for books. And I was like, you know what? Like I'm always arguing and yapping on my main page. I need a safe space. So I joined the Book Talk. I made a separate account and everything. And little did I know Book Talk comes with its own drama. But still, it was like I'm still like managing both pages, so like going back and forth sometimes is just so like but I do love content creation, unfortunately, so like I'm in it.
Unfortunately.
It's a lot, it's so much. And like I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, like content creation is so hard and it's harder than a regular job. Like no, absolutely not. But it is hard to do, and it does take a lot of like time, energy, and attention, and I feel like people don't like realize just how much it takes to be consistent.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I was going through all your reels because I've watched them all, but I was like just watching them again. But I love your post how you said that being on camera and like being in front of people, it's a muscle that you work
Yeah.
on. And I just think that is so important in this day and age. Like people just expect, oh, I'm supposed to be comfortable on camera. And it's like,
Yeah.
girl, we worked at this.
Exactly. I feel like people see like other people and how like easy it is for them. And don't get me wrong, there are some people who naturally like they don't even have to like work, like it just comes to them. I'm not one of those people. Like I look back at my old videos and I'm like, what voice were you using? Like, what were you saying? What were you talking about? Like, I'd be like, is this me? But like, you have to really work at it, and you have to like get comfortable with being uncomfortable with your video being up. There's a couple of times where my video has been up, and I'm like, I don't like this. Like, I feel like what people are gonna say about it, like, like so many questions, and I'm like, whatever, it's up. And then like it's not a big deal anymore. But like the only way to get to that point of whatever is to keep your videos up, to, go through that like uncomfortable feeling of ill, like I'm on the internet right now. That's like the only way.
Yeah, I fully agree. I also like think this is just like on Instagram, but I think stories are the best place to start because it's only 24 hours, right? If you can be stupid for 24 hours, if you can be perceived for 24 hours, then the rest of the time it doesn't matter because you're gonna
Exactly.
forget it's even on your feed. And so I always tell people, I'm like, just post on your story. Just do it. Just be on
Yeah.
camera, be silly, talk about whatever you want to talk about, but then it's gone in 24 hours. Get used to that. Get used to like being perceived and talking with people just through DMs. And then you're going to get more comfortable being like, oh, I can do this permanently.
Exactly. Literally.
Yeah, I love that. So this is so off topic, but I just have to ask, when are we getting a bookish rap song? Because the amount of times that I've played brunch, like I need a bookish rap song.
And for those who don't know, Brunch is like a song that I have. It's a single. I have two singles out. Like I literally don't know why. But
They're
soon
bangers.
I texted my boyfriend because he's like the one who's like producing everything. And I'm like, I need to do a book album. So very soon, actually. I'm like, I have like 5 songs. I have the names. I just have to like get in the studio and write them. So it's definitely coming soon.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I played brunch for my husband like earlier and he was like, "Oh, this is a bop." I said,
Thank
"Yes,
you.
that's what I'm saying." And then I like walked away and I just heard him go, "You a bad bitch." I was like,
That is
"See,
hilarious. I love that.
yeah. Yeah, we need a bookish album like
It's coming
immediately."
soon. Thank you. It only
Yeah.
takes one person. You're that one person. It's coming soon now.
Good. That I will be your biggest fan, truly. Oh my gosh, I love that. I do want to ask, just because you mentioned in your other content creator space, how you're talking about you have a lot of commentary on like plus size within the content creator space. I would love if you just like wanted to talk about that for a little bit and kind of express your experience on that. And yeah, I'd love to hear it.
No problem. So like I've been fat my entire life, like weight fluctuated for me like since I want to say like middle school. Like I've also been like never skinny in my by my definition, but I've been like smaller. Um,
Mhm.
and so like it's always been a thing for me. And then when I got online, I kind of was just like, what do I want to talk about? Like what is going to keep me creating and like what kind of message do I want to send? So like that's kind of how I gravitated towards talking about. Like I don't talk about it as much now because it is draining. But like I do like chime in with something if I have an opinion on something or want to give advice. But it's been hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm better. I'm way better now with like ignoring things and things like that. But at the beginning, the amount of fat phobia that would just jump out, and I knew the world was fat phobic, but you don't know just how much until you get on the internet and you're a content creator. Like, I'm not just saying like you're on the internet, you'll post a picture here and there. I'm saying when you're like, you have opinions on things that have nothing to do with weight, but like you have
Yeah.
opinions on like real life things, the amount of people that will come out and like just be fat phobic and hate you so much. And you're like, oh, okay. Like this is like 2000s never left. So
Wow.
it's been a journey. It's been a little bit hard and sometimes because as like much as I love to clap back, sometimes like if you're hearing a bunch of insults like every week, every day, it does get to you. But like luckily I do have like my boyfriend and I'll talk to him and I'm like, this person said this, and he's like, well, that person is a fucking idiot. And I'm like, thank you so much. I knew it, but like I just needed that.
I needed the validation.
Literally. So yeah, it's like it's a lot, but it's also worth it because again, like I said, I just really love content creation. If I didn't love it, I wouldn't be doing it. It's not a thing where I'm like, oh, let me see how far I could go and how much money I could make. No, I literally love making stupid videos. I literally love people saying like, thank you for saying this because I couldn't say it. I couldn't find my voice to say it. So like I genuinely just love it. But if you are like plus size and you want to get into content creation, one thing I will say is like, just be prepared that like the world is still extremely fat phobic. And sometimes when you're in your bubble of people who love you and you love them and they're like educated and they're not dumb. So like they're not like spewing these like hateful, nasty stereotype rhetorics and stuff like that. There's a whole different world out there where people like genuinely are fat phobic and they hate you. So just be prepared for like I'm not saying that it's right, because it's not, but it is where we are and like it is what it is. So like you do have to be prepared for that layer of like, okay, like people, I'm gonna be talking about a book and somebody's gonna call me a fat bitch for no reason. And like, like, and if you're again, like I love to argue, so I'm like, I go to the page and I'm looking through to see what I can say about you. If you're sensitive and like it hurts your feelings really bad, I would say to just yeah, prepare for that. But you can always block people too. Like you don't have to be like me and clap back. You could block, but it's just seeing it for the first time. I know like if I didn't know about it and I was like just creating and somebody's getting on here like talking about my appearance, it would like be like, oh my God. So just prepare yourself for that.
Yeah. And also having like your personal safe space is always important. Like I'm super big on like cultivating like close friends on Instagram and like understanding like that's my safe space. And I know like I have 10 girls that I could go to and be like, look at this comment that somebody left me. And they're like,
Yeah.
girl, take a breath. Like it's okay. So like making sure that you have like your own personal people that like ride or dies, like that's so important in your day-to-day life. But yeah, like I've been on the internet since I was like 12. And so I've gone through a bunch of different iterations of like I was really big on Twitter. I followed like dance troops and stuff. And so I had like a pretty ridiculous following on there. And then I've been a photographer since 2012. So I had like photography Instagram accounts and like it got to the point where I had like little fan accounts of my photography, like it weird. But like super parasocial stuff, but it was really cute. But I've been in that limelight for a long time, but with my photography, I'm somebody that like puts on all types of bodies. Like I'm not the one in front of the camera, but I photograph all types of bodies. And that always just is it's so I never want to put the people that I love and the people I photograph in those situations. And so, like, how diligent you have to be on comments to like delete
Yeah.
and block and all of that kind of stuff because it's crazy. Like, they will come out the woodworks with that stuff. And it's
For
like,
no reason. For no
for
reason.
no reason. Like, wh are you bored? Like, I don't understand. Like, I could never dislike something that much
It's just
to
a lot
like,
of hate. Like I don't. It's
yes.
you. It's no logic behind it. Like I can't imagine like looking at somebody and being like the way you're walking through life. I hate. Like unless they're a terrible, terrible person. But like just like standing there, like like I can't understand it. But I don't have that like level of hate in my heart. You know.
Yes. I mean, even like you've posted something I think pretty recently about if like if you didn't like a book, like
Yes.
there's no reason for you to comment on somebody that's excited about the book that they just read. Like, girl,
And then I
can
got
we just
comments like, no, because I want, and I'm like, listen, you have to understand that nobody, like, not nobody cares about your opinion. Like, that's really the truth.
go post
Like,
it on your page?
literally, that's what like blows my mind about the internet. Sometimes I'm like, that you have your own page where you can make your own video
You
about what,
logged in.
right? Like, literally, like,
Go make your own content. Get off of mine if you don't agree.
exactly, exactly.
I just can't. I have no room for that. I have no
And
room.
then people are like, oh, like we can't have discourse. I'm like, you can't force somebody to have discourse with you, right? And
Yeah.
everything doesn't have to be a debate. Like, I think we're living in a time where people think every single thing is up for debate. Like, no, like sometimes I just want to post something and oh, it's an echo chamber. Sure, it's an echo chamber, but like you can't force me to have discourse with you if I don't want to speak to you. Like,
Yeah, and here's the thing. You can have your own opinion on your page. And
Literally.
you can have an opinion if you're not hateful. Like me and my friends disagree on books all the time, but I'm like, I love that for you and I love that you felt something from that. I personally didn't. I'm still going to give you engagement and comment on your post because I love you, but I'm
Exactly.
not going to be hateful because why are we leading with hate? I think that's the problem here.
Yeah. And I think people also don't understand that like relationships matter. So like if somebody else is commenting, like if my best friend is commenting on my video talking shit, I'm gonna let her rock. That's my best friend. If I don't know you. Like what do you like, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to understand the dynamic,
Yes.
you know?
Yes, like on threads, me and my friends will always just like shoot the shit because like
Mhm.
that's my form of endearment. Like if
Literally.
we're not like, ew, what are you doing? Like if then I know we're not besties. Like what do
Exactly.
you mean? But yeah, know your time and place.
Hmm.
Know who you know and like let's not lead with hate just in general.
Literally. It's
Uh
so crazy that that has to be explained, especially to grown adults. I get kids, but like grown adults, I don't know why the certain things that we have to say, especially in the book space, to grown women, well, grown people in general. I'm like, this, you're grown. Like you're not, and it's not even like
you're an adult.
you're a full blown adult, actually. Like you pay taxes. Like you're an adult. Like, like what's going on?
Like this is not a bunch of like 19-year-olds. Like we are grown. What are y'all
Grown.
doing?
True grown for this. Like you
Oh
live
my
that many
gosh.
years on this earth, and that's how you're acting. Okay, all
All
right.
right. That's cute.
Like,
I feel like that is a great tie into my next, which is what is your biggest book hot take?
this is a good one. My
And
biggest,
it can be like book specific or like bookish space, like whatever you feel is what you want to talk about.
I would say, okay, my biggest book. I be saying them online, anyways. But one of my biggest book hot takes is you don't have to tell us that you didn't like a popular book talk book because it was a popular book talk book. Like it's becoming a thing where I'm like, okay, did you really not like the book or did you not like it because it blew up on book talk? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
'Cause don't get me wrong, like books can be bad, of course, but I'm like,
Yeah.
this feels like you saw everybody talking about it and said, now I'm definitely gonna hate it. So that's fine.
They said, I want to be a hipster, and that's it. I only
Exactly.
want to like the things that people haven't heard of before.
Literally. And I'm just like, okay, you know,
Okay, girl,
whatever.
go off.
You're different.
Claps for you.
So different, you know.
You're so different.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. I always talk about like let people like what they like and shut up about it.
Yeah, that's the thing is, and I want to like be clear. I'm not talking about the people who are like, okay, like POC authors and Black authors are not blowing up on, but like I completely 1000% agree with that. There's
Hmm.
definitely a pattern in who blows up and what books blow up. So I'm never talking about the people with a
Never.
reasonable argument. I'm talking about the people who are like, how do you guys like this? Oh, I read 2 pages and I'm like, okay, why did you keep reading if you read 2 pages and you didn't like it?
DNF. Just DNF.
Literally, like it's
Just
that easy. Trust me.
DNF and shut up.
Close the book. Like it's very easy.
That's it. That's it's so fast. Okay, who is your dream writer Wednesday? I feel like I could guess this, but I want to know what you think.
Okay, I actually did DM her, and she didn't DM me back. But I know she's a busy woman. I have a couple, and a couple that I DM'd. But I would say my top one right now, my top two. I'm gonna give my top two is Tracy Dion. She's the author of Legendborn, the Legendborn verse series.
That's what I was gonna guess.
I love her so much. Like it's insane. I did meet her and I was like freaking out, but I had to keep it cool.
Yeah, of course.
And my second one is Stephanie Garber, and she's the author of the Caraval. I haven't read that one,
Yes.
but the Once Upon a Broken Heart, that's my life. The Once Upon a Broken Heart series
Oh, okay.
is my life. I love it so much. So those are my
I love
top.
that. I haven't read Once Upon a Broken Heart. Did I
Mhm.
say it right?
Yes,
But I've read the first two in the Caraval
You're,
series.
you're supposed to read like the Caraval series like first, but I just happened to find the Once Upon a Broken Heart one, and I like loved. And people were like, "No, you're gonna like the other one." I'm like, "No, I'm not," because I'm married. I'm actually married to this one. So
I'm actually married. Oh, I love it. Okay. Are you ready to get into our would you rathers?
Of course.
Yes. Okay. So I'm just gonna do the first and then we'll each give our
Mm,
answers.
okay.
Okay, so would you rather hardback or hardcover or paperback?
This is a tough one because I like both, but people have like beef with hardcover. But I'm gonna say paperback.
Okay, okay. I will also say paperback. A hardcover to me is a trophy, not a book that I read. Does that
Okay.
make sense?
Valid. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. E-reader or physical book?
I am also both again, but I'm gonna say physical book because there's just something about like having the book in your hand that I just need sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, I need to be off a screen.
That's fair. Okay. I, for whatever reason, I need an e-reader. Like I will buy a book and then go read it on Kindle. Like almost every single time. And like if it's available on Kindle, I will go read it on Kindle. And I have my Kindle, but I used to only have the app. So I'd be like on my phone just like scrolling.
Uh,
This that could be like just residuals from my AO3 days
mhm.
because I just have read fan fiction since I was
Yeah.
12. So my life is just like reading on little screens. So
Yeah.
I will say e-reader for me, but
That's valid.
I need the copy too to look
Literally. Yeah. Oh, that's for sure.
every time. Okay, TikTok or Instagram?
I have to say TikTok. I feel like I can
Okay,
just be like my most craziest unhinged self, and like people are
love
just
it.
yeah. Where Instagram sometimes it's like and then I'll find the like people that are like woo, but like first I'll get the people that are like side eye, but TikTok never fails. People are like exactly this is how I feel.
Oh, I love that. Okay, you know this. I don't have a TikTok. I so
Honestly.
I actually had one in 2020. I had a video go pretty viral with my like photography and set design. It got like 2.2 million views. I had 10,000 followers. Like it was sick. And then the pandemic hit a week later.
Mm.
So all of like I was a photographer of models. Like I couldn't
Yeah.
be in close proximity with them anymore. And so like I just couldn't make content. And then I tried to like transition it to a book account. I like changed the name and then I just forgot about it. And I got an email a couple months ago saying my account has been hacked.
Like
So it's gone and it doesn't exist, but Amanda keeps telling me I need to get one.
I'm trying
So
to convince her, guys. Okay.
we shall see. I'm thinking I might make one like podcast specific,
And I think
and
that'll be
then
pretty cool.
I'll be in the know. Okay.
What you wish for though, being in the know is oh my, you'll be like, I wish I wasn't in the know anymore.
No, literally, the amount of people that come to me first if there's any drama, even just like because I'm on Threads and Instagram so often, they're like, "What happened? What's happening with this?" And I'm like, "Oh, let me pull out my notepad." So this every time. Okay. Next one, monster romance or alien romance?
You know, I haven't tapped into alien romance, so I'm gonna say monster romance. I think it hits too close to home. I'm like, they're coming soon. You know what I mean? I don't want to have a, different view of what they are here to do. They're
Oh
actually here to. So I'm like, I may hold off.
no,
And
not that they're coming
I'm
soon.
not even a conspiracy theorist, but what's going on right now? I'm like, you know what? Y'all are getting me. I might be down a rabbit hole with like the red string, like,
Stop! I'm dead. That's so funny. Oh my gosh, I love it. This is probably the hardest question for me because I am such a like monster paranormal girly. Like I love it. Um, oh gosh, I think I'm gonna give it monster mostly because of the like differences in anatomy that you can get throughout the whole range.
okay.
That's my little take. Okay. Anyways, cowboy versus sports romance.
I haven't tapped into cowboy yet, but I have a
Okay.
Right, so I'm gonna have to go with sports because I love a good quarterback. I love it.
That's fair. Okay, I need you to rec me like your favorite football romance because I've read one before and I hated it.
Really? Okay, which one did you read?
Not because of the sport itself. It just I didn't like the writing, so I just
Uh-huh. My first one was, I think, well, not first one, but like the first one I can remember was like, I think The Deal by L. Kennedy.
okay.
Yeah,
That's football?
I believe, ooh, maybe not. No, I believe so. Yeah. They're,
Oh.
or is
No,
it?
it's not. No, no, no. Because the deal, the score, all of that's hockey.
Oh, okay. So,
Unless she has like another series.
no, I think you're right. I think it might be hockey. I think maybe, okay. I think when I read sports, I turn everything to football. So you might be right, actually. You know,
You said I turn everything to football.
yeah,
Stop.
so you might be right. Well, I do like hockey too, but wow, yeah, you might be right. So maybe I don't have any football recs,
This
but
is the greatest thing ever.
I'm just like, yeah. So like my brain, I don't know what happened, but there's a lot that happened. I don't remember like titles and stuff. So when you said, "Oh, I need a rec," I was like, ugh.
Ugh, that's
I'm
okay.
gonna
That's
go
okay.
with
You
five
can
books that
DM
I
me
read.
later.
Okay, thank you so
You
much.
can
I'm gonna
DM
go
me
with my
later.
Kindle. I'm like, okay, this one.
Yeah. I do have the closest I have is I have a rugby rec. That's this,
Okay,
like, where is it? Right here.
okay.
Oh,
I
stop.
think
Here,
I
I'll
have that.
show.
I have the ebook to that one. Yes, specifically for the cover. I was like, purchase.
Okay, wait. Just because this is so off topic, but I don't care. She sent me the arc,
Oh,
and that's how she does her arcs.
oh my God, that is gorgeous.
And then this is book two.
I did see book two. I also purchased it on eARC.
Stop. I've already read it. It's incredible. I cried my entire eyeballs out. It
Really? Yes.
was,
Okay. I'm bumping it up.
yeah, I love Jess so much. 10 out of 10. Yeah, that was not planned, but I just had to. I love her. Okay, next, DNF or power through?
DNF every time. The only time, like every single, like literally, I used to be somebody who didn't DNF and I was having a terrible time. So now I DNF
Yeah.
everything and everything.
Oh, no, I totally get it.
Yeah.
I, okay, I used to be like anti DNF. Like I would read everything, right?
Mhm.
Then I signed up for an ARC one time
Woo.
and I read the first three pages and was like,
Ab-
I have to DNF. This is the worst book I've ever read.
Yeah.
And
Honestly.
yeah, I couldn't do it. So I was like, I'm a DNF girly now.
Yeah.
However, I usually decide between like the first 10 pages.
Yeah. Like I do give it a little time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Depending.
like I have a friend who's DNF'd at like 98% before.
Yeah. That happened to me, honestly.
Stop.
Well, it wasn't 98, but it was like about, I want to say 80. And I was just like, I just can't, like, I just didn't care. I was like, I don't care about these people. Like, I was just like, I don't care at all.
Oh, that's so fair though.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. If I don't care, like you can't convince
Yeah.
me.
And one time I like hate read a book, like I just like finished it. And now I despise that book so much that I will not read anything from the author. And I think she's an amazing writer. Like I say that all the time. Like I think if she could evoke this amount of emotion out of me, she's an amazing
Yeah.
writer. Like she's good, but I will never read another book by that woman again.
Oh, that's so me. Like I'll hold a grudge
Yeah.
forever.
I'm in
Oh
the
my
bookstore
God.
and I see it and I'm like, oh, this should not even
Oh,
be in a bookstore.
oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. Romance books, 300 pages, yay or nay?
I would say yay. I think that's my cap too. I think like books that go beyond 300 that are romance, I'm like, I don't know. I'm not opposed to it because there is this one book that I want to read, but I'm like, I need it to be at least 350 the max. Like I need,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I can be convinced to
Hmm.
go above it because I have like favorite romance books and they're like 500 pages.
Yeah.
But do I prefer a little baby one? Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's why I love like Monster and Alien because they're always so quick. Like a 250 page. Oh,
Love.
I can
Oh
knock it
my
out.
goodness. Yeah.
I
I
can
love
knock it
it
out
so
so
much.
fast. Oh, I love it. Okay. Fantasy or contemporary?
I'm gonna, I love romance. I love contemporary so much, but I am a fantasy girl. Like, I don't know. Like, actually has had me in the chokehold for about 2 years now. And I'm trying to read, like, I'm trying to get out of it, but it's so good. So fantasy for me.
That's so fair. I am going to say contemporary only because I can read more of them faster.
Hmm.
So like with fantasy, like I feel
Yeah.
it takes so much out of me. Like I
Yeah.
calculated this yesterday. I'm in the middle of 15 series.
Ah!
15. Like not interconnected standalones. I am in the middle of 15 fantasy series right now.
Oh my God.
And I can't I can't add more.
Yeah,
My
no, you definitely gotta. I preach dummy reader. You definitely gotta turn on your brain for fantasy. Like you can't. Your
yes.
brain is off. You're not gonna know. You're already when your brain is on. You're already not gonna know what's going on in the beginning of the book. Every single time
Every time.
I make a joke about this all the time, but I'm always every time I read fantasy, I'm like, what if I don't understand what's going on by the end of the book? But it always clicks in the middle. But every
Yeah.
single time I'm like, I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I'm not gonna get this. So like, you have to turn your brain on. You have to
You
turn it on.
you have to. You can't just coast by. I'm like, all right, you're just gonna hold on, and they're gonna take you, and you just gotta
Yeah.
hold on. Oh, I love it. Okay, and very last one, TBR or vibes?
I'm gonna say vibe simply because if I said TBR, like I think my books will come to life right now and just jump me. Okay. It's definitely not TBR. Definitely not.
Oh my gosh, that's so real. So I 100% am a mood reader.
Me too.
But I also like I do author services. And so for all of the services I do, I read I read the book first.
Mhm.
And so like I have kind of like a forced TBR, but I get to do something cool with each book. So
Yeah.
it's like hijacking my brain a little bit, you know?
Yeah. That's definitely different. No, that's definitely different. I like that actually.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I had so much fun with you today.
You too.
Yay! Oh my gosh, this was an absolute blast. Okay, we're gonna pause real quick and then we're gonna go to our favorites of the episode.
Okay.
And now it's time for Goblin's favorites of the episode. All right, now we're gonna do our Goblin's favorite. Amanda, I will have you start.
My Goblin's favorite today is Between Friends and Lovers by Shirlene Obuobi. I feel like this book does not get talked about enough, and like I never tab books. Look at the tabs. So, like, yeah, this is
Cute.
absolutely amazing. I think she's an amazing writer, and I think everybody should be talking about her. So that's mine.
I love it. What are the tropes of the book? Are we friends to lovers?
It's okay. It's like love triangle, but it's not a real love triangle. Like when you read it, you can obviously tell that like one person is about to be the love interest and the other person is just there. It has some like I want to say oldest daughter rep, like like always
Yeah.
having to just be strong. She has some Meg the Stallion quotes in here. And honestly, like the beginning of her books, like she starts with a quote and the quote is going to read you every single time and force you to kind of like reevaluate your life and what you're doing, but in like the best way.
I love that so much. Ah, thank you for that, Rec.
No problem.
Okay, so my rec for today is The Truth According to Ember by Danica Nava. So Danica is a native storyteller. She is Chickasaw, I believe. And little fun fact, my husband's actually native. So this is like really special to me when I found this book. I was so excited because my daily life is celebrating native culture and I wanted to like combine that with my love for books so much. So when I found this, I like screamed and immediately read it. And so I'm located in Texas, but a lot of this is set in Oklahoma. And so like my husband's like super familiar with everything in Oklahoma. So we were like, I was
Mhm.
like, oh my gosh, they're talking about this place or they're talking about this place. So it's super special to me just for that level, but also it's so good. Um, she'll make you crazy, but like what millennial isn't crazy? You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like
Exactly.
we're gonna make our mistakes and we're gonna be dumb about it, but it's fun to read, you know?
Mhm.
It was such a good time. I absolutely loved it. And yeah. So
Yes.
that's my rec. Thank you again so much for being here. Do you want to give a shout out to any of your socials or anything you'd like, anything you're working on right now?
Thank you so much for having me. And yeah, follow me on Instagram. She's gonna tag my Instagram. Follow me on TikTok at Amanda B Reading. And I am working on a poem book for the girls with mommy issues. I don't know when it's gonna be coming out, but I am working on that. So I'm excited about that.
I love it. You do have another book out right now, right?
Yes, I have two actually. I
Okay.
have one book out called The Fat Girl Diaries by Amanda Gartner. It's like that was my first book that I ever published. It's not so good, but people were saying it's good, so I don't know, you judge. And the second book is I Don't Want to Feel Better. I wrote that in the thick of like grieving the loss of my father. And again, I don't know how that one is because I did not like read it back. I couldn't read it. Like it was just a
Mm.
lot going on. But two books of poems. So if you like poems, go check those out. The link is in my bio.
Yes, go check out her books immediately right now. I love it. All right, well, you have the best day.
You
And
as well.
and thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Bye. Love you.